We built this joint, all facts, no filter. Always on point, speaking truth to power. We done playing by the rules, taking back what's ours. For 40 acres and a mule. Yo. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America, land of the free, home of the slave.
Trey Rich Live is here with the summer anthem, Black Boy Joy. Turn it up, drop it low, catch the vibe. Black Boy Joy, out now, streaming on all platforms. Black Boy Joy merch is exclusively available at the FTP store. Order now at ftp-store.printify.me.
Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. From DEI to DUI, the DOD is DIY. Israel first, America last. Now Iran is on that ass. Wanna pull out, but the condom broke. Won't run through homeless, don't want the smoke. Drop bombs over Baghdad. You ready to go? Getting screwed on the daily. You a GI ho, Benny's hiding peak. You on your own, Iran got that fire, bitch. The heat is on. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one.
Fresh off the boat, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. Seat at the table, as an equal you'll never be. Came to this country off the civil rights side. Get your money up, then stab us in the back. You hate us, but you need us. Gotta make it make sense. When it comes to the whites, y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents.
Hey y'all, welcome to For the People podcast. I am your host Vision X, and this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. I am joined by our guest co-host. So we're doing this guest co-host thing now to where we're inviting guest co-hosts to be on our show. You guys promote your brands. We talk about the issues like we normally talk about the issues with FTP. And so I want to invite Brittany. Brittany, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, so I go by Bree and I have been living in LA for about 5 years. I also just want to say thank y'all so much for even inviting me. I appreciate it. I also do some swimsuits, so I do have my own line. It's by my name, it's Brittany, and I do swimsuits from extra small to triple XL. I also do custom orders too, and I'm getting into making some shoe line.
Oh, you didn't tell me you was doing all that fashionista.
Yeah, child. We need some different things for the girls. You know?
What made you get into fashion and everything?
You know what? That's really funny. When I was about 5, I had a neighbor that used to make wedding dresses and bridesmaid dresses. I used to stay over with her and I would take the scraps and make them for like little dresses for my Barbie dolls.
Mhm.
And then from that point, I would do sketching. I went and started to cook because I love anything that's immersed in art. And then as I got older, I went to school for fashion, culinary, business, and baking and pastry arts.
All right, sure. So creative. It was good that
Yes,
I
yes,
met y'all.
multifaceted. You just have to be, you
It
know?
was good that I met y'all that day because we were really. I think Trey is joining us. We about to take the chats off. Hey Trey,
Hey,
how you
Trey.
doing?
Hey y'all.
Hey.
So have y'all two ever met each other or anything?
No,
Okay, because Trey be out. He be out
you
right
be
now. He's
outside,
in.
Trey.
For these streets, I tell you.
Right now you're in DC, right?
Yes, I'm in DC right now.
Getting your life
Right now.
together.
I love it.
And I'm going to
I
say
have
hello
been
to everybody.
asleep. I am pulling my life together as we know it, okay?
Hey, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I was like, y'all, we almost didn't have a show today. We up front with y'all. I was like, man, trying to manage all these videos and the backgrounds and the sounds and the comments. It's hard to do it at once. So that's why we're doing this guest co-host thing,
Yes.
so that way we can have more people on. Also, we need
Mhm.
more Black people on, more opinions. We need to start talking to y'all. So if you want to be a guest co-host for FTP, I'm not talking about the other shows. I want to be clear. We're going to produce some things for you guys, put out a flyer for you guys, and then we're going to get this information out to you. We get this out to you. We just want to let you guys know that's what's happening. Okay, so want to be a guest co-host on the show? You can come on at any time if we rock with you. And then at that point, then you can promote your brands, etc. And I mean, we're here for you guys because there's a lot going on. We got a lot to cover today. Going to say hello to everybody in our chats. This is something that we do all the time. KS, my name was the first one. How you doing? Juju, right? I think this is a new person. Good to see you.
Hey.
Tika, another new person. This is new people today, baby. Okay, come on, FTP is expanding. Blue Skyline, KK Flow, and I think I said K is my name because I always get K is my name and HACF always mixed around because they're always on the show. They send a lot of our comments. So want to thank you guys for tuning in as well. So we're gonna open up with an icebreaker. I don't want nobody ever talking about Black people is ugly. Black people don't age. We've always been the best to age. Can't nobody say nothing about us about aging. You would never compete against us. We create everything. Y'all copy our style. We make all the music, all the culture, all the nightlife. Now this is no offense to these two girls, but at 39, this is unacceptable. Take a look at this. 39 Olsen twins, Mary Kate and Ashley, look stunning as the new Louis Vuitton ambassadors. Take a look at this. We'll be right back.
Oh, wow. Stunning? I'm definitely stunned.
I'm definitely stunned.
39?
Somebody in the comments said they look like two white Cynthia Arivos. Another person is terrifying me and my homegirl. This
Damn.
right here, this is what I've been telling everybody right here. It's just like, it's always this attack on Black, attack on this. What are you eating?
Why are you in my business?
That look good. No,
Some
but
fries. I'm just eating anything that can be eaten at this point.
no, I get it. But it's this thing right here. It's just like, let me see here. I'm trying to move some things around, but go ahead. You have anything to comment on it, Trey or Victoria? Or Bree, sorry.
They don't look good at all, poor babies. But they haven't been looked good, to be honest, in about, I'm gonna say, 10 years. They were looking bad even then.
No, they really were. And I was telling people,
Yeah.
I
They've been
said that,
looking bad.
and what's funny, that much money, I'm just like, I don't get it.
And
But
that's what you came up with.
but they're starting to look like this everywhere now. And look at California. Have you seen it? Everybody got the fish, the white, I call it whiteness now because everybody want to be white that's have whiter skin. They got the fish lips now. And then now a lot of the Asians, so they don't have to seem Asian no more. They're getting they've always had the eyelid surgery, but now they're really getting the eyelid surgery. So now
Yes.
the eyelid surgery's there. And then in addition to that, everybody's getting BBLs now. women and men out here. And I'm like, why are y'all walking around with BBLs and stuff? I'm not really understanding this. I mean, like, especially as a dude, I mean, like, the women primarily want your ding lane, not your booty. So I don't get it. I'm just like, what are you doing that for? For them to grab on some hard implants or some gel? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Trey,
They're getting these surgeries as though that you can just grab them off the shelf, like you checking out to get some water. It's
yes.
definitely a mess, and they did too much. They really did too much. They look scary. They look like those two little girls that was in that scary movie, and they were in the hallway, and the blood was rushing down. The
Oh,
little
it
twins.
was like The
Every time I
Shining.
see them, that's what.
Oh,
Yeah,
scary.
woo. Yeah, they're a little spooky.
Yeah, it's really sad. This is unfortunate, but I mean, this is the world we live in right now.
It
Everybody trying
is.
to
It
cosmetic
is.
surgery. They're trying to have the
Yes.
I think they're calling it porcelain face now. Is what they're calling
Blue Skyline
Oh.
said 39. They look like they're in their 50s.
it.
Yes, they
and
do.
we and what we're about to do is we're about to go on to our next topic. So as you know, California Memorial Day is about to be a little bit in shambles out here. I don't know if y'all heard, but there's been a few
Mhm.
things happening with like this this aerospace thing street in Anaheim. Have you heard about it?
No.
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
baby. I'm telling you, this Trump administration, this is my thing. The EPA rolled back all these protections. So since they
Mm-hmm.
rolled back the protections, they not protecting nothing no more. They not protecting the water. They don't care if oil spilling in the street. They don't care if the water's dirty. They don't care about hantavirus spreading because that made no
They
sense to
sure
let
don't.
people off the boat to
It did
travel
not.
cross country. I said that's not what we do for containment. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all orchestrated this. I don't trust these
Yes.
elitists. I don't trust rich white folks. I don't trust none of their asses. I don't trust some of these rich black people out here cooning and selling out. I just
I
don't.
definitely agree. I
That part.
100% agree. Everything really is orchestrated. You cannot tell me that you did not let them off for the safety for everyone else. No, y'all did that
Exactly.
because you needed for a few more thousand people to pass away, and that's what you all did. These people were guinea pigs. They threw them off that ship so that they can get other people sick. It's the same thing that happened with everything else.
Yep.
Exactly. And so I wanted you guys to take a look at this video and they're explaining everything to us. We better be prepared. I'm telling you, I don't think this 2026 election is going to go the way it's going. And people are out here trying to be,
Mm-mm.
oh, please stop being
No.
pessimistic. And no, you got to be realistic. You got to figure out who you're dealing
Do.
with right now. This is the same people that did January 6th. What the hell you think they're going to do this time? Take a look. We'll be
Mm-hmm.
right back.
What was supposed to be a really fun long weekend celebrating Memorial Day has turned into a crisis in Southern California. Specifically, a dangerous aerospace chemical emergency has triggered mass evacuations. And at this point, there are literally two primary options. Either the leaking tank explodes or it leaks everywhere. In Orange County, California, just your bug out kit ready.
All right, so that's actually a big story that's happening right now. I'm gonna read some of the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says all planned wildfires, evacuations, oil spills, and evacuations again, and now possible explosion/leak evacuations all back to back. I'm almost confident this is happening to secure more funding or to take over for Smart City. Also, we must not forget about all the fear mongering they have been pushing out with the hantavirus and other viruses. This is all about control. Somebody said owned by BlackRock, and another person says I'm in LA in between the fires, and now this thing, they definitely target the city.
Mm-hmm.
This is my thing going on with this right here. I'm to the point right now. I'm just telling everybody that I am over it. I really am. I'm over it. I said because this right here is letting me know exactly that. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to be nice about this no more. I blame everybody that voted for this. All this. Oh, I'm anti-Trump now, and I'm anti this, and I'm not. I do not want to hear that shit no more. I'm sorry. I want them. A lot of people that voted for all this mess. I want tried and convicted, and I don't care who it is. And not
Exactly.
only
Yep.
convicted, if it comes to they have to do a firing squad, or you're going to be hanged, then so be it.
Yep.
Because it bothers me that people fought for our rights. And when I talk to other black people, especially older black people that fought for our rights, and they said, "Hey, we fought for our rights. We've seen grandma and great grandma and great auntie and great uncle fight for our rights to make sure that we can vote." And then people, you got these podcast bros, and you got these people talking about Kamala Harris and her laugh, and and they voted for this, and all the work that we did went to waste. Do you understand that we got our butts whooped? Do you understand that we got dogs sicked on us and stuff like that? Do you know that we had to walk in 5s and 6s just to go to the grocery store so we wouldn't be targeted by ourselves?
Right.
I'm sorry. I think that a lot of the American people are illiterate and stupid. They got way too comfortable. It's true that most of them can't read above a 3rd grade level. I mean, these are the facts. Let's just let it sink in what it is. And now this is what we're currently going through right now. So what do y'all think?
Yeah, that's so true. Along with even the people that didn't vote, because I even personally know several people that did not vote. They should be held just as much as responsible as the ones that voted for that man.
And I talked about how I felt about this. I feel like we should have abolished voter privacy. So everybody that voted for him should be under his ruling. Everybody that didn't
Yes.
should be under a whole other set of rules. And particularly when it comes to taxes, that should be their responsibility. If you voted for this, these should be your tax dollars being used.
Hmm.
Simply
I
put.
agree.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all.
And that's what's getting me about this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just like when you sit here and you look at it, I'm just like, what do you do with this? It's just like, and what's getting me about California, and we're around California. Nikki's in North Carolina, and some of our other co-hosts, DC. DC's a little different because DC, the black people really actually stick together out there. They might have an attitude, they might a little be uppity, but they do stick together. But out here in California, I was talking to somebody the other day, in California, it's just this, oh, I'm better than you, I'm one-upping you, and it's always this. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention to y'all surroundings.
Yeah.
That thing, Anaheim is what, 1 hour and 30 minutes away?
Yeah.
That's what traffic, so technically an hour. That thing blows up all of South Los Angeles is pretty much done. Because aerospace, like, that stuff releases some heavy toxins and poisons. We just got done with the wildfires. We had COVID. It's just like, yeah, this is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to be ruled under racist white leadership. Y'all wanted to be ruled under people that's peddling and sexually assaulting children. This whole administration, and what gets me about this, with this going on, you have people that's like, well, this is other people's fault, and let me tell you something. This is everybody's fault that voted for it. I don't blame Trump no more. I said this last year. I don't blame Trump. I don't blame Pete Hegseth. I don't blame Chrissy Noem with her cross-dressing husband and her stealing from the government. I don't blame none of them no more, because guess what? They are a reflection of white people in America. They are a reflection of the people that like that stuff. Y'all like that stuff. When I hear I'm a Christian or whatever, I step back and give me pause. Because when you see, when they say, oh, well, I'm a Christian, I'm this, I'm like, what type of Christian?
Yeah.
Which part of the Bible? Which type are you practicing? Because if you're talking about Christ, he didn't walk like you guys are walking. Y'all walking like some demons. Y'all the total opposite. So you got to make it make sense. And so when I see like this crisis going on right now, I'm sorry, and Anaheim is a big, that area is a big supporter of like the MAGA movement and stuff. Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all got EPA protections rolled back. Y'all wanted it rolled back? Well, they about to roll y'all asses right up out that city, and then ain't gonna be nobody there to help you. So y'all staying intense, and this is what got me, because with the fires, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but there was a black neighborhood that they destroyed. Now they're trying to build a data center over there. So I found that out now. I was like, oh, so that's what this was about.
Yeah.
But over there in the white areas, over there in Santa Monica and stuff, I remember when the fires was going on, and one of my boss at the time, she was sitting there telling me, she was like, oh yeah, we had massage tables and we had like smoothies being made for us and everything. I said, during a fire, a crisis, and everybody out here don't got no money and they're hungry.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not dealing with it no more. I just don't. At this point, people, I'm telling you this, it's just best to go ahead and protect yourselves and protect your family and protect your network. FTP network is about FTP network. So I agree with Nikki more now, seeing how when people come into the comment section with that bullshit, you will be blocked. We're not sitting here debating with idiots. I don't argue with stupid ass white people. I'm not dealing with that no more. You want to be ignorant and stupid? Take that shit over there to MAGA. Go search that out, because we don't search y'all content out. Y'all don't have nothing for us to search. I mean, the black people created for you anyway, so y'all copy all of our stuff. So there's nothing really to search from you guys. So we see that in the comments or whatever. We're not doing that back and forth with you guys no more. I'm not arguing with idiots no more. I'm not arguing with stupid people. I do not care if things are happening to y'all. Same with the people losing their farms. There's a whole incident right now where they was on the news yesterday, and oh my God, we're losing our farms, and Donald Trump, and I don't care. I don't care about you starving. I don't care about you losing your farm. File bankruptcy, bitch. Oh well. I'm sorry. I have nothing else to give to you guys no more
No
because
remorse. Yeah. They didn't have any remorse for us. So
yeah, you just came on the show, but if you watch some of our other episodes, we played videos where they were like, "Oh, well, I'll vote for him again." Okay, then your ass could be homeless again.
yes,
And you
some
can
of
lose
the
your
comments
life.
that I've been seeing about that and
Yeah.
him in general has been absolutely disturbing and disgusting.
And then they want you to sit here and have sympathy for them.
No.
So I will sit there and I will look at this like, okay, is this what we doing? Okay, understood. So this is just my thing. Now we're about to go into this next section. Now this California's on the map right now, baby. I don't know what's going on, but California's on the map. So
do you remember when they said that they were going to be targeting California?
they did.
Yeah, and now this. How ironic.
Oh yeah,
My
California.
gosh.
Yeah, they got California's. I think California with what's that guy? Was he not from Seventh Heaven or Laguna Beach or whatever? He's running for mayor or governor or something. The reality TV star. You been hearing about that?
Oh,
I did not hear about that.
Oh my God. I might have the video. I could pull it up later because I'm trying to get some. The videos are slow right now. But he's running for a governor's race, a reality TV star, and so Chelsea Handler, she got on her podcast. She said, "Hey, listen, y'all better not vote for this idiot if y'all want the same thing to happen that's happening with Trump." I'm telling you this: you have illiterate Americans. You have Americans that are stupid. Everybody's so concerned about a dumbass TikTok dance, and they're concerned about a dumbass challenge and doing the whatever challenge they're doing now. Now it's the challenge of cussing somebody out, see if they say something to you. I'm sick of this. It's just we're around a band of idiots. That's what we're around right now. And so I'm telling you, if Trump could be president, that guy can be the governor of California, or the mayor of California. Y'all playing with these people. They not playing. The people, white folks, I'm sorry, I don't care how y'all feel about it at this point. I think they like voting for idiots.
They really do.
I really do, because I'm just like, I'm not understanding this. This guy has a real shot. His name is on the ballot to vote for him. I said, this is serious, y'all. This is serious. So we're going to go into a next segment. And also, please remember, also you guys are Cash App Venmos and what you guys right there. So please donate to us so we can continue to give y'all content. We love entertaining y'all, but we're trying to build a network for you guys. Hey, I'm keeping it. I'm not holding back anything no more. We're keeping it straight 100, you guys. So thank you to the people that always vote, like HACF and what's the other name that always votes? Sorry.
K is my name.
K is my name. Always votes. Thank you so much for that. We do appreciate that. And so we're going to go into this next video. This is this cop, and this has been making its rounds. I think this happened either Friday or Thursday. I want you guys to just take a look at the video. It's going to be 2 of them, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The 16-year-old is at the center of a viral video showing a Fairfield police officer punching him during an arrest on campus. His family is calling the force unnecessary and demanding accountability.
No mother should ever have to watch the child be treated that way. That bothered me to see my grandbaby laying there. Getting beat like a dog, hair pulled.
Community advocate Barry Axia says the officer didn't need to escalate the situation.
If I would have ever grabbed my child by the hair in any public setting, I would be in jail. If I would be labeled a child abuser, what the hell do you call this law enforcement officer?
Fairfield police have defended the officer's actions. In a statement released Thursday, the department said officers were responding to multiple fights on campus and believed a student may have been reaching for a weapon inside a backpack. Police said officers found sharp objects, including a screwdriver, in confiscated bags. The department also said the student resisted detention and officers used what they call, quote, distraction strikes while trying to handcuff him.
Justice for Marie! Justice for Marie!
But the family says the explanation does not justify what happened. Now they're calling for a full investigation into the officer and other cases she may have been involved in. The 16-year-old is at the center of a viral video showing a fair.
And this was this guy. He had commented a little bit. We're just going to take a look what he has to say. We'll be right back.
You realize these officers are going to keep unaliving us and unaliving our children unless we do something about it, right? You know this officer is not going to get charged for what she did to that kid. She repeatedly punched a black child in the face multiple times and tried to pull his hair. And they said that the officers said that she was within her right to do so because that was her restraining him. They're never going to charge these cops, bro. The only way that they're going to learn is if, well, you do something about it. And until everyone stops pussying out, they're going to keep unaliving us. Have a good day. Hey, you realize.
And not just that, you know, I have to throw this one in here. This one is in Prince George County. Take a look at this. Another racist ass white officer, a dog smelling cave beast, doing the same thing. Let's take a look.
Guilty of several charges, including attempted murder. The victim says he was reaching for a hat when the officer fired his gun.
That verdict coming down just moments ago from a Prince George's County judge. We want to get right out to Homa Bash, who joins us live from the courthouse with this breaking news.
So I just want to show that because that's the news story that is currently circulating with that. I'm telling you what, I stated this before. My friend, long time ago, when I was hanging out with him, but you know how you grow apart. He just grew apart. Was a Chicago PD officer. He said that these white evil motherfuckers would go in there. They would talk about how they beat on somebody, especially a black person, how they shot them or etc. And then what they would do is they would sit there and they would laugh about like, oh, all they gonna do is sing "We Shall Overcome." All they gonna do is say, do a Negro hymn. All they gonna do is get some lawsuit money, and that's if the judge is on our side and not on their side, that they don't get nothing. I'm sorry, you got this. I don't care how people feel about this no more. If you don't like what we're saying on the show, take your weak ass somewhere else. Somebody needs to beat that bitch's ass, that white officer. I don't care about her. I don't care. Do that to her family and her friends. Start doing that to them. Start popping them in their fucking heads. It's to the point now that, I mean, this is where we are. And all they're doing is getting paid leave. And it's the same thing. And this was in 2006 when my friend told me about this. 2005, 2006. So we are now in 2026.
20 years in, yeah.
And him telling me that they laughing about that stuff, I'm sorry. That's why when I seen these videos, remember that white officer, that female officer was getting her ass beat?
Yep.
And she was like, I said, stump her out.
Yeah, I have no remorse when I see things
don't
like
care
that,
about
because
that
at that point you should get your ass beat, because why? They they just get a slap on the wrist.
Yes.
Woohoo, you get to have leave and you also get paid. Like, they need to get fired for that. But like, it sucks because even the people that run the system, they also just suck as much ass as the cops themselves.
Yes.
So of course they are just all in cahoots together, and they're just gonna keep on. We have to be able to come together. If we don't come together and try to come as like one to try to fight back, nothing's gonna end up changing, and no one really cares. Just like you said, everyone is just all about popularity and what's going on and who's gonna see me, and if like everyone just does something to be seen, that's it.
Yes, and it's just like just to see that child is, I mean, and I said that's a kid, and you know damn well a bony ass white woman wouldn't have been doing that to no dead boy standing heads up if she didn't have that damn police uniform on. I'm sorry, I don't think white women should be in leadership positions. I agree with white men 100% on that. I have so many of my white homeboys who I'm cool with, because I'm not a racist. I'm cool. I have friends from all over, but I'll get everybody together. I have so many of my white homeboys that will sit there and tell me they cannot stand white women in positions. They do not like white women being in positions. They are insipid. They are incompetent. They bitch. They whine and they complain. And you know one thing that a lot of my white homeboys tell me? They said, you know, all the sexual assaults and all the problems at work where people can't really say what they want to say, like the have fun, you know, like little jokes, not over the top. They says from white women. My homeboy, one of my white friends, he was telling me the other day, he says this white girl that they just hired, she got offended. Somebody, it was a poster, but it wasn't. It was like not of sexual nature, but he just hung up a poster of the Odyssey, like something. I think he downloaded and hung up the Odyssey. So that's with Lupita Nyong'o, the new movie that's coming out right now. And this girl was like, "Oh my god, I'm so it's so overly sexualized," and I'm just in here like, and so now they have to have a meeting, and HR has to get involved, and everybody's like, "This is a movie poster." That he downloaded, but it's a movie poster that's out there on the internet. So why are you sitting here talking about this guy like this is a big deal?
Like,
I'm sorry, I don't think white women should be in leadership positions. I think you got women are incompetent. Y'all always been incompetent. Y'all are racist. Y'all the reason why we keep having racism going on. Y'all are responsible for a lot of people being unalive, from lying on them. Whether it's, you know what, this white woman, she was better for calling the cops. You know damn well she can beat that boy heads up. You know they can't. That woman weighs like 35 pounds. But he could not hit her back because of the badge. You know, at this point, China, Iran, are you listening? Y'all can take United States. I don't care at this point. Ain't shit changing. Trump had another alleged shooting or assassination tip over the weekend. I'm over this country. They don't care. They're not trying to give us reparations. They can give, now, this is what gets me. These racist ass cops, they can give
reparations.
Yes, they can give reparations to cop killers. I said, so we're going to give reparations to January 6ers that killed cops? You got to make it make sense here.
Playing in our face.
Definitely.
I said, what happened to Protect the Blue? What happened? What happened to Protect the Blue? Oh, we don't do, so when it comes to white folks, we pick and choose when we protect the blue and when we don't protect the blue.
Yeah.
Got it. When it comes to you guys being harmed or attacked, because you guys caused an issue, which was, and people don't want to hear really talk about that. That's treason. What happened at that Capitol with Trump? With Trump out there, what he did, and enticing that, and what they did. Do you know that the Rosenbaums and all those people back in the day that did treason, they used to have a firing squad waiting for them. As soon as they got out that building, the firing squad by the federal government or whoever at that time should have raided bullets and all their asses walking out about that thing. That's what should have happened. People don't want to say that. People want to be, no, that's what happened. That's treason. It was supposed to be a peaceful transfer of power, and you guys didn't do that. Let's call it what it is. But people don't want to talk about that. People want bullshit, and I'm not dealing with that no more. Especially when you see a cop who weighs 35 pounds beating on the boy. You know damn well she wouldn't have did no shit to Layla Ali without that badge, that uniform on. Layla Ali would have wore her white ass out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah.
You have anything to add to it, Trey?
I wanted to read a couple of comments here. HHCF says, these cops are disgusting. And they are. K, as my name said, we could be running around buck naked and they still say we had a weapon. Very true, though. Germany 2263 says the problem is they get off on this bullshit. They like abusing black bodies.
Mm-hmm. And then when you say something to them about it, then they want to get upset about it. It's just like, I mean, that's what we're going through. And then I want to take a look at this. This is all, I'm telling you, all this stuff is just coming out recently. So Colorado, there is as usual, white people talking about, oh my God, we're being attacked. White folks were. This white man is suing I think it's a Black Doctors Council, because he says that there should not be an all Black doctors organization where Black patients can find Black doctors. I'm telling you, I said, but y'all don't like us. Y'all sit here and y'all kill the Black women through and birth.
Yep.
Y'all don't want us around. I'll tell y'all, something is wrong with these fucking white people. I don't care. Yeah. Something's wrong with them. Something's really wrong with these people. And it's in their DNA, and I'm sorry.
I was going to say that it's something in their DNA.
It really is. It's in their blood. It's in their blood.
It is.
But I want you guys to watch this and just take a look at this. Even Monty made her, and this is a white woman right here. Even she was like, what the F? Take a look.
Yo, a white Colorado dermatologist, Dr. Morrell here, and an anti-DEI medical group called Do No Harm are suing the creator of Find a Black Doctor, claiming the directory violates federal civil rights law by only listing Black physicians. The lawsuit was filed on May 19th in Manhattan Federal Court. Y'all, this directory is a resource that was created to help patients, particularly Black patients, find culturally competent care in a medical system that we all know has historically failed us. Do No Harm framed it as robbing doctors of advertising exposure. But what they're really doing, y'all, is using civil rights language to dismantle a tool built because of civil rights violations. This is the playbook they're using, y'all. Take the language of equity and flip it. Find a Black doctor isn't excluding any patients. It's not a hospital. It's not an ER. It's a directory built by Black people for Black people to solve a problem. And now someone is mad that they can't be listed in it. Y'all, I will continue to follow this story. I tell you,
I'm just going to read some of the comments. Somebody says, y'all don't deserve us and we don't want y'all. Another person says, they want us to go to their doctors, but they don't want to treat us. And then this right here, this is an elderly patient. She was having elderly patient abuse from white people in the hospital. They have a whole GoFundMe. There's a story, and I tried to find the video, but it's circulating as of yesterday. I think her daughter went to the court because the DAs would not charge the two district attorneys because the district attorneys would not charge the people that did this to her. So she went in and shot the two district attorneys, and I think they got unalived. And so they're making her look like the bad guy when you have people that's sitting here doing this to people. This is from the video we just played. White doctors, y'all are demonic. Y'all still got that Marion Sims DNA in y'all. You nurses that nurse that broke those babies' bones, and she's out here walking free on bail. Something is in y'all DNA. Y'all are inherently demonic. Something's wrong with you people.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, I think y'all love it. I think y'all love genociding kids. I think y'all love having sex with them. I think y'all love raping. I think y'all love it because y'all get off on it.
Mm-hmm.
Who does this to somebody? And then take a look at this. So the data centers are just going into another thing with health with white folks. This white woman says Black people should be poisoned for the AI data centers, but she said it subliminally. Take a look at this. We'll be right back.
The whole thing about these data centers is that it's going to use up all of our water and the community is going to die because it has no more access to drinkable water. Then why are they putting it in good communities to ruin those communities? Why not places like Flint, Michigan? Those people can't use their water. It's toxic water.
Are you
now,
kidding?
I want you guys to take a look at that, what she said. Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan, right? Flint, Michigan is predominantly Black. You got to hear what they're saying. They say it subliminally. They say it so subliminally, and I'm just sitting here like, really? This is what we doing? This white doctor. Let me tell you something. And we showed the one where that Black woman was in Overland Park, Kansas, and she was having a seizure, and the hospital that was looked like everybody was in their rooms. It was clean and white, but they have this lady outside a room. Literally, she's urinating on herself and she's having a seizure. And they're sitting there talking about why they won't treat her because of her boyfriend filing a complaint against them of how she was treated. I don't know what's wrong with you white people. Are you off-whites? Because the off-whites is a whole nother story. But there's something inherently demonic about y'all DNA. Something's wrong with y'all. I don't know if it's recessive. It gets to a point now that I think y'all love doing this to people. I think y'all love eating people and cooking humans and watching demonic movies and stuff. Even when you look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that stuff, and then you see how I was watching this the other day, and it was talking about Ed Gein, and that's who it was based off of. A guy that was really eating people. He's a real guy. He was unaliving people, chasing them through things, and he would cook and eat them. And you should have seen how the white people that was telling the story was like, "Oh my God, it was so exciting!" You know, he used to do this. And this is the people talking about it. I ain't talking about Ed Gein. I'm not talking about Texas Chainsaw. The people that's reporting on the story. It was, it was fascinating how he did this. And then the Black Dahlia, another white guy that was eating and mutilating women or whatever. It was an interesting story. It was so powerful. And something's wrong with you guys. Something's wrong with these people, man.
They
I
have
keep
a chemical imbalance. Like
something's wrong.
it's really sickening what white people think is just okay and it's cool. You know, I've seen so many insane stories about somebody throwing people in their trunk and eating that person and burying
Yes.
somebody and keeping them in their basement for
Oh,
she
I think
froze.
her sound might have went out.
She
But yeah,
froze.
it's
She froze.
yeah, she froze. It's okay. But this is what I'm saying. And so when you're sitting here, when you're talking to people about it, like I want you guys to sit down and just pay attention to this. And when you start seeing these interviews of like, there was I think it's on CNBC. They talk about certain people that's like did like a murder and they unalived somebody, and they was like trying to find the evidence. Black folks explain the story, and the white folks like, oh my God,
okay, there
it
we
was
go.
such
I
a,
lost y'all
it
for
was
a
such.
second.
Are you there? You can hear
I'm
us?
here now.
And it was like, oh, it was such an interesting thing that happened. You know, it sounded like she ran up the stairs in a passion to get away from him, and then he just cut her throat. And it's like, these are people that's reporters. These are people with master's degrees and
Yeah,
PhDs talking about stuff, but they're excited about it.
it
And I
truly
said, it
excites
goes
them.
back to the nigger barbecues. They used to
Yeah,
take their children. They used to be excited about this stuff.
yeah.
They created
Like
postcards. They sold this
Feeding them
stuff.
to the
300
crocodiles, like
people at a
everything.
time would take trains and cars to drive into town to see someone be publicly hanged.
Yes.
Hmm.
These are
They
their
like excitement, and
like
their
this was like
excitement is to see us
something
hurt.
to take the kids to
Hmm.
even.
Yes.
Like so again, this is something that is taught very early in their lives. Like this, it's their culture. Their
Mm-hmm.
culture is graping,
Yes.
essaying, burning this
Hmm.
down, ruining this, writing over here,
Mm-hmm.
burning, stealing from here.
Hmm.
But somehow they want to point the fingers to black people and say we're worse.
Exactly.
Like
We just want to be left the fuck alone.
what
Yeah,
mass shooting do you know of by a black person?
none. There's so many freaking mass shootings for white. You know that the person was actually white. It even happened in my hometown. They killed every person in a grocery store that was elderly. He had been writing this manifesto for
Mm-hmm.
about 2 to 3 months, obtained a whole bunch of weapons, went out there and
Yep.
shot everyone. Like there were people that were in their 60s, that were in their 70s. There were a few people that were in their 20s. Every year we end up having a memorial for them. It's extremely sad. And then what did the police do when they came to detain him? They gently put some cuffs on him and just said that he just was mentally incapable.
Gently.
It's
It's-
really, really,
where's the beating? Where's the dragging him? Where's the
yeah.
stumping him out? Where's
But let
the
alone a black person gets caught stealing a loaf of bread, and then you definitely want to take them and choke them, and now they have passed away over a loaf of bread. Really?
it's
Like be so for real.
I don't want I keep telling them there's something inherently demonic about these people.
It's
I when you start going, and I tell people, I want you to look at a timeline of everything that kind of happened. You got like, don't just look at now. You go back into the early 1900s, how they were, dragging people out of the house, murdering them, and this goes from the lowest of the gym boss from the Appalachians all the way up to the federal courts and the DAs. They all were in on it. The cops watched it, doctors watched it, attorneys watched it, and they were, yeah, get that black nigger. Yeah, they're clapping for this stuff, and they're showing their children that this is acceptable. You go back to the 18 and 1700s with slavery and stuff. You can even talk about Madame Lalaurie. The reason why I learned more about her was because of American Horror Story. Just to find out that this lady was a real lady, and she was sitting there torturing black people and eating them and stuff like that. I was like, I was shocked. I said, wow. And what they do, they let her go back to France. She got away. She ran away. And I'm sitting here like, that's what we're up against. These people I think they love torturing people. I think they love genociding people. I think they love essaying children. 80% of white men, that's what they do. And I think that number's too low because that's the ones that get convicted or caught. That's not the ones that they did not catch. are the ones that didn't get charged, like the boy
There's so
Oklahoma.
many that they never catch. That
Yeah.
they never catch because they're not even
Yeah.
looking at them.
Yep. They're not looking. Some people don't say anything. Like, yeah.
Like in the black community, I wish we had each other's backs the way white people have each other's backs. Like another one white man will lie for another white man just on GP. Where us as people, we have to check this, that, and the third. Who do you know? Such and such. Blah, blah, blah. Like we're so thorough with
Yeah.
trusting one another.
Yeah, we definitely have trust issues.
But like them, just simply by having the same skin color, they're just like, oh well, listen, you're fine.
You hate him, I hate him too. Yeah.
We're the same. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And then when you sit there and you say something to somebody about it, they want to, oh, why we got to be racist and why we got to do this and stuff like that and blah blah blah. You know what? I want to show y'all something real quick about Madam Lola Reed. Let me show y'all this video because people be thinking that this stuff's a game. Y'all better stop playing with these people. These people is not playing with y'all at all.
Some of the I wanted to read a comment by Germany.
Go ahead.
Germany said, believe it's in their DNA. They not right genetically. And then K is my name also said, we're not supposed to have anything. They want to have access to our money and treat us like crap at the same time. Like the good old days. They're really trying to do that. They really are trying to take it back to when black people had to fight and scrape for everything that they had.
They definitely are. Even trying to update and change the amendments and everything in the Constitution. It's disgusting.
The thing is black people are actually winning right now, and they are literally doing everything that they can to try to claw hold on to the little pieces that they just can have. But it's this whole thing is going to crumble.
And I just want to show y'all this. This was Madam Lola Reed. Take a look at this. We'll be right back.
We'll have to get some more.
No. Please don't make me.
You think I want to do this? You can blame your father and his fresh-faced whore. Unless you'd like to split your inheritance with an endless parade of colored bastards.
Secret ingredient to the madam's beauty ritual.
And that's what she was doing. She was making face potions because they age like fucking spoiled milk. So she's making face potions from people's bloods and babies being drained of blood. I mean, these is real people. That's a real woman. I said, so you mean to tell me I had to be entertained from a TV show just to learn about the tortures that this woman was doing, and she got away with it, and they let her get away with it? It's in their DNA. Something is wrong with these people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Speaking of that, I need you guys to listen to this story. This is out to everybody in general. I grew up in foster care, and I am not a big fan of us. I'm not a big fan of leaving your kids with nobody that you really, and I mean truly, don't trust. Okay, I don't care if it's great Uncle Bubba or great Uncle Larray or Shay Shay, or I don't give a damn, man or woman. You got to be careful who you leave, especially with white folks, because white folks, they really don't care. I want you guys to take a look at this video that's been circulating. And you black people breeding with these white folks and stuff, ignorant. You're ignorant. I'm sorry. Y'all putting your kids in danger. Take a look.
Black woman with zero biological ties to a little black girl asked Child Protective Services in the courts if she can have her. Can I have custody of her? And the courts, for some reason, couldn't find any family members, just said, okay. And the little girl ends up at the hospital suffering from 90 stab wounds at the hand of this white woman who requested custody, who has no biological ties, and dies. An autopsy revealed that this little girl suffered months of physical abuse, not just at the hands of the white woman who requested the custody, but her mother was in on it too, and so was her daughter. That's 3 generations. So we have the fiance of the father. Her name is Emily. This one right here This is also the same one down here, okay? They look like two different people. When I saw the pictures, I was like, wait, who is the fiance? Because I saw this picture first. And this person down here and this person in the corner down here is the same person. That's Emily. She is the fiance of Jordan Duncan's father, who is in prison at this time. Now, the lady in the middle with the white gray hair, that's her mother. That's the fiance's mother. And this one is her daughter. This is 3 generations. A grandmother, a mother, and a daughter. All charged for torturing this 7-year-old black girl who was in their custody. So this case is going to take us down to Long Island. Okay, this started December of 2024. So Jordan Duncan, she's 7 years old. She's a second grader.
So you can read more about that because I'm going to go into this. This story has been making its rounds too. Take a look. We'll be right back.
You hear? She says, "Stupid nigger." There you go, yup. That's Julie for y'all posting this shit. This Julie. This the real Julie. This ain't the fake shit. Y'all probably right at UTMC. She is racist. You heard her.
So if you're anything like me, you're thinking to yourself, who is this deranged, racist white woman barging into this black man's home, calling him the N-word? That's his mother. Yeah.
And that's Miss Janine letting you know. And this is the this is the updates from this lady. So white Ohio mom that went viral for calling her son the N-word on camera has a dark history. They're talking about her name and everything. Several innocent African American women lost their jobs behind calling her a racist in her current position as a nurse director at the University of Toledo Medical Center. And this is Ohio, baby, so I'm not surprised. In a Facebook post, the son said, "You indeed are just shitty on so many levels because I went through this my whole life, and now my kids are starting to see this." And I mean, literally, something's wrong with these people, baby. If you can't take this show, y'all, then don't watch this shit. Okay, we're not dancing around the stuff no more. We're not making people feel comfortable no more. This is not what we're here for. This is some serious stuff. They sat there and stabbed that little black girl 90 times. And you seen that he was breathing, well, this white woman, looking goofy and stuff because you don't love yourself because you're upset that people called you too dark. Be proud of who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You remember when we was at the pool party?
Yep.
And we was walking out. I kid you not. There was a husband and wife couple. They was like, "Hey, you look amazing." Both of them said it. White, but they were white people. I said, they know we look good.
Yes.
They know we look good, baby. Let's not go there. But that's what I'm saying. We need to be more proud of ourselves to not breathe with just anybody. I said, don't get me wrong. There is love. You find love anywhere. But I said, y'all finding love just to say, oh, I was with a white person. And now that baby's unalive. 90 stab wound? Come on now.
Which is ridiculous. That was
This mother.
hatred. That was a lot of hatred. Just like one of the other people said, HHC, they were explaining that like that's nothing but jealousy, and it really is. Like white people feel very threatened by black people because we've invented so many things. They took all the inventions and turned it into their own to make it seem like they did it when they really did not. Black people, black women and black men are literally the brain of so many things that happen today. And white people don't like that because they're not worthy. You can't do nothing. Fix your mindset first. And then maybe y'all can end up being a little bit better. Something.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it.
It's so demonic. And then that's why I played that video back to back with the white boy because when I played the video,
no chance.
She had no chance. And just imagine why I keep telling y'all, white folks love torture. They love it. So just imagine this baby. They said this went on for months. So just imagine them stabbing her daily. And the baby's in there screaming. I want y'all to put this in your head because people want a fairy tale. Oh, she was unalived and she has little cuts on her. No, they were torturing this baby who's 4 or 5 years old, torturing her for days, and nobody helped her. And these was a bunch of grown ass white people that did that to her, and she was being stabbed and she was bleeding. And you got to give people just how they do in court when they're trying to convict somebody. And then trying to get the jury, this person was brutally murdered and they chopped their head off. And you got to do the same thing to people because it seems like people don't process things unless they hear the raw version of it. This is why FTP is here. We give you the raw version. We're not dancing around anything for you guys to make you guys feel better. And people that come into our comments that don't rock with us since day one, keep it moving. But I'm not doing that with y'all no more. When you see children that's being stabbed 90 times by a bunch of grown ass adults, go out there and fight. Go out there and fight a Terry Crews or a 50 Cent. Go out there and jump in their face.
Yeah.
And don't be 15 deep doing what heads up. Y'all know y'all can't beat us.
It's crazy. We get jumped and still win.
Still win. How many videos have we showed on? How many videos we showed on here? Still win. That's why they scared. That's why they're coward asses. What's that? They're in a training camp in South Carolina and Texas. And
training for the race wars.
Yeah, from Canada. I'm like some weird bony ass white and obviously white dude from Canada.
No.
What did you say? What'd you say?
I was asking her if she heard about that. The race wars that they're training for. So there are white people training for race wars. They're coming down to get boxer training. Just when the levee goes up and the blacks are coming at them. Apparently, we don't care about y'all. We don't have time for you white people. We're not worried about y'all. They're so worried about us, thinking like we're plotting. No, we don't want anything to do with y'all. We don't want anything to do with y'all. We're not plotting on you. We just want you out of our lives. Okay?
Yeah.
Leave us alone. Leave black people alone. Leave us alone.
That's all. But the problem is when you start to see that they're not going to leave us alone. I want us to take just a small trip back to what happened with Charlie Kirk. That was a white boy. Now, this is all the way in Utah, right? That was a white boy all the way in Utah whose family is Christian, Republicans, Trump supporters, all this stuff, who raised a racist little white boy to go and do that to Charlie Kirk. They all on the same team.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all remember. I'm going to ask you a question. What did they do afterwards, and who did they want to target for this incident? I'm going to give you a few seconds. Just guess.
I know they wanted to target Trump.
Nope.
What they said.
Wasn't Trump. What'd you say? They wanted to go to the HBCUs and go up there and have a race war. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Forgot about that.
I did forget about that.
I said, what? And we played the videos on FTP, and I said, what the hell did the HBCUs, what did the black people have to do with any of this? That was white on white crime. y'all worried about us. Like, it was insane. And I sat there and I was just like, really? This is what we're doing? So I mean, literally, something's wrong with these people, man. Something is wrong with them. Any comments to read, Trey, before we go on to the next topic?
No, not on this one.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we are going to go into our next topic. Black people, it's your time. It's your time. And I think this was Shannon Sharp show. I think so. I don't know. All the podcasts are starting to overlap because they all have the same nice layout with the two chairs and the cognac in the middle, so they all do the same thing. But I think this was Montel Jordan talking to somebody about Christianity or whatever, and how he changed his life. But it was in regards to fraternities and sororities, how he don't think that people that pledge that is he thinks that is not of godly values. So just take a look. We'll be right back.
Been a Kappa now for, I guess, going on maybe 36, 37 years. For me, because I am a man of God, I don't bow to no other gods. I trust in Jesus. And I feel like I've been able to separate what an organization does and what my faith is, because my faith has nothing to do with the Kappa organization. Right. I will say that I made sure that I circle back around to be able to say to God, hey, me joining this organization, if there was anything that I did or anything that I said, any oaths, any rituals, anything that I may have done that crossed the line between us, I will renounce that, because I'm not going to bow down and put myself in a position, you know what I'm saying, that where me and God is at odds because I'm trying to hold on to something. I do believe that the brotherhood that I forged in 30 something years, the members that founded Kappa Alpha Psi were Christians. And so from that standpoint, what it has done in the African American community, what it's done for black men, I'm able to separate that I'm a man of God. I worship nobody but Jesus Christ. And from that standpoint, I still can have a relationship with these brothers. And maybe I don't do all the, I don't wear the paraphernalia like I used to. Maybe I'm not out, doing all the stuff I used to do. But when people see me, they know bro, it's been 30 something years.
Yeah.
And so from that standpoint, I am confident that me and God are cool and me and the organization are cool. I've been a Kappa.
So I'm gonna read 2 comments. One person says, "Why aren't white fraternities having this public conversation?" I know why. It's because it's manufactured by our enemies who want to dismantle a key pillar of activism and community in the black community by our own hands. Another person says, "No, you gotta denounce it. If they're doing it oaths and rituals, and you still associate with it, then you're doing it too. Still, this is what gets me about." And we talk about a religion a lot on this show. We have very good conversations in regards to this. What gets me about people like Montel Jordan or whatever, Montel Jordan ain't had a hit in how long? He ain't been popping since how long? So that money and the life and all that stuff, a lot of these people and stuff is starting to dry up. So now what they need to get on these podcasts and make these statements and stuff. What gets me about on one hand, what gets me about a lot of Christian people or people that talk about God and religion, y'all go and do all the dirt you want to do. Sucking dick, licking ass, having orgies, all this stuff. Then you get older, your belly starts to sag and your titties start to sag and your nuts is hanging and nobody's checking for you no more. Now all of a sudden, I'm a Christian. Thank you, Jesus.
Right.
Hallelujah and all this. And let me tell you, you down here doing all that dirty stuff. The things that it was funny. Things that my uncle used to tell me that my grandma and great grandma and all them used to do. He said that stuff used to get on our nerves with this whole overly religious stuff. And y'all now here, y'all did all this stuff in the past. Now all of a sudden, ain't nobody checking for you no more. You're not popular no more. And now, it's Christianity and thank you, Jesus. And I don't do all this stuff and fraternities and stuff is bad. Stop it. Stop it. I know that you ain't had an album that went number 1 in almost 20 years. It sounds like you were not on any of these reality TV shows. You're not in any movies. And so now you guys need something else. Y'all trying to create podcasts to get money and revenue coming in. I'm over it. Y'all got to stop listening to people like that. Y'all got to stop. I'm sorry. I don't care how he feels about it. Y'all can go tell him what I said. I do not care because we have celebrities that do watch this show. I'm not going there with Montel Williams or any Christians or any of that. When I hear a Christian talk about, she fasts, whatever, then what did you do back in your day? Was you dropping it like it's hot? Because it was called something different back then. You used to go to the outhouse and the back houses behind the little wooden bathrooms back then. And you used to make a clap for whoever, including the pastor.
Right.
I don't want to hear that no more.
Yeah.
I don't. And when it comes, and this is another thing, Black people, we got to start running our mouths about things that goes on within certain organizations. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of these fraternity sororities do some nasty gutter trifling stuff. They do. Yeah. And that needs to stop. If we're going to be a brotherhood or we're going to be this, you don't need to have him laying in feces, or you don't have to put your dingling in his mouth to make him not talk. You don't have to do stuff like that. You don't. If we're going to be together, hey, we're going to teach you how to forge. We're going to teach you how to use weapons. We're going to teach you how to read books. We're going to teach you how to do something that's more intellectual, that's going to keep us progressing. Not, you got to do a damn stump the yard. That's cute for entertainment, stumping boots and all that. Okay, cute. What else can y'all do? We can only look at Columbus Short doing that for so long.
Right.
Y'all got an engineer. You got somebody that's from aerospace. Okay, good. What are we doing with that? We got a band of doctors. Okay, what are you studying? Are you studying oncology, endocrinology? What are you doing with diabetes? That's what we're talking about here. But this right here, this backtracking of it's not of Jesus. Shut that shit up. I'm sorry, I'm not into that religious thing. I went to a church where they sat there and unalived that child, and people didn't even know it for years that those children were being abused and they were being neglected. And these pastors and the evangelists, they got up on that podium every day talking about thank you, Jesus, and praise God, and everybody clapping, and the mothers got those big ass hats on that you can't really see from. So please take those things off because that irritates me. And they're just it's blocking the view. I can't see what's going on. I don't care how y'all feel about it. Get upset. But we got to start having some. The United States right now is in shambles, baby. And the Black community, we not together right now. And this is the problem. And this right here, this white silk pressed Jesus that Nikki talks about, that y'all keep going back to. You don't see. Have you ever seen? I want y'all to process this. Have you ever seen any animal in the animal kingdom? When let's a clear example, hyenas and lions. A hyena gets killed by a lion, right? Do the hyenas go back to the lions talking about we shall overcome it and doing Lion King hymns and shit? No. They come back 35
They come together.
deep.
Yeah, they come deep.
Yeah, they come back 35 deep, like, okay, you killed him.
This is the last time that you killed one of ours.
And that's what they do.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a scorpion and a spider? They show this all the time on National Geographic. You think that the spider or the scorpion is just going to sit there and let the other one just attack them? They about to defend themselves physically. That's what they want. They want you docile, talking like Montel Jordan, oh, with the Lord Jesus. Shut up. Because you wasn't talking about that when you were talking about dripping, licking her down and sucking her, and she's sucking on you, and you coming there. You all those songs. You were not talking about religion then.
Yeah.
You weren't. You were not talking about that.
Right tonight, your love is battered to no side. But I want to ride it.
I mean, that's what he was singing about. They're singing about, and that's what. And when I see a rapper do that, they talk, "Oh, I'm with God." That's why I wasn't a big fan of Salt and Pepper in terms of their show. Good, I'm no hater on their music. The music was good. It's great music to play at events, conventions and stuff and parties. But even with Salt, I don't want to get on stage and talk about licking this and sucking this, but you still on stage performing the same materials. And Pepper's still gonna do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you talking about here? What do you mean? You got to make it make sense. If everybody's overly religious and everybody's a Christian now, you're supposed to separate your stuff completely from that stuff.
Exactly.
Completely. There is no singing that song. There is no performing it. There is no turning it on the radio. There is no any associated with anything with rap culture or R&B culture that talks about sexual stuff like that. You completely
you seclude all of that out your life. Yeah.
And that's the problem with this whole Christianity thing. That's why I said I just don't believe in it. I'm sorry. I believe there's a higher power. They choose to be
Christian when they want to be Christian.
That part. And then here we are. And now he's talking about denouncing this. No, you're denouncing it because you're not hot no more, bro.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. The albums ain't the money ain't Munyansons right now. Let's call it what it is. And now everybody, this is with Nicki Minaj. She almost had to sell her house. Couldn't pay that $500,000 bill. Now I'm MAGA. I'm a MAGA Christian now. Oh, the girl that was talking about suck this, lick this, and eat this, and had her legs open on BMAs, and her legs were spreading up like this, and she clapping with the heel. I had to do the heel thing. The heel.
I said that pussy's squeaky.
Yeah, I'm like, you're a Christian now. So you're not hot no more. You're not records no more. So now
she got to stir the pot. Yeah, and she got to stir the pot so people can talk. She can get her little publicity. You get some interviews, you get some money on it, and you be good.
That's all I'm saying. I don't have time for BS no more, you guys. I'm just not doing it with you guys no more. That's just the way that's going to be. We're going to take a look at this next video because this also the Wayans, they don't bother nobody. So I think they're coming out. Do we know what Scary Movie is? It 7 or 6?
June 5th, I think. I think it's the 5th. June 5th, I believe.
Is it 6 or 7?
I think it's the 7th.
I can always search it, but I don't want to right now. I want to ask you guys.
Let me see.
Yeah, because I'm going to go see it. I think we should. You know what? We
should go see it.
Let's all go.
We should go see it.
Yeah, let's go and do something with it. I want to see it. I'm going to support the Wayans because let me tell you something. The Wayans don't bother or say nothing to nobody.
They don't.
And I guess Ari Spears, and again, remember I told you, people ain't checking for you no more. You're not on Mad TV no more. You're not making those checks. And this is the guy that goes on the Vlad the Impaler's Culture Vulture show and talks about black people all the time. You can't keep doing that. But take a look at this, and then Trey, I'm gonna get the answer afterwards. We'll be right back.
You had one too.
I did.
Yeah, they called you arrogant. It was a comedian, Ari Spears. I guess.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And a bitch.
You can't look you in the eye.
Wait.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Is sometimes you bring out the animal inside of people. We keep our mouth shut. We don't talk
I didn't go back at him because I didn't care. But now that you bring it up, he's a bitch for that because he was begging to get inside of one of our movies or our TV show. I hooked him up. I put him on a cartoon that we did called The Blue Crew. And I realized how crazy he was. He was a crazy man. So
and what he's saying is, keep my name out your mouth. You have real black guys, keep fucking with him.
Yeah.
Is that we seen him get slapped up already on
man.
So
and here's the thing.
What happened.
Like I said, he always got something smart to say, and I have no disrespect for any black man in this business or anything. Just keep our name out your mouth.
Keep our name out your mouth.
He on I had a beef with what's his name, DJ Vlad. And, it's one thing, between me and Vlad.
Yeah. Right.
But then Vlad asked him a question about the situation. And, Aries always got something smart to say, and I respect the fact that he was trying to bite his tongue, but he was like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Don't talk about my money or my value or what I feel about what my value is. You don't get to do that. And as a black man, you should never, ever do that, because one day you're going to be in my position. Long behold, 8 months later, him and DJ Vlad beefing about him wanting more money from Vlad.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
And I was going to say, is the juice worth the squeeze? But I shut my mouth out of respect. And as men, hey man, Aries, you got our number, holla. Because we don't do this.
And I think it's crazy because y'all have put so many black men, black women in position. So for him to come, I'm sure there's so many other people he could have talked about.
It didn't make any sense. Like I said, I thought we were cool. I never had any beef with the dude. It just came out of nowhere.
All I'm saying is we ain't too old to jump people. And there's a lot of y'all.
Why would someone start with y'all?
There's a lot of y'all.
It was a sucker move. It was like, yo, what the hell? What is? You got a little podcast?
Sean, and I was like, Sean likes to wear his shades. Why you care about looking in this man's eyes?
He want to look you in your eyes. Because you had one too.
I did.
So I think I put that on our shorts, but somebody said this is why Sean be in the house, LOL, because he don't say much. This is what I be talking about here. Now I just stated this, right? Didn't I just state this? Mm-hmm. I said, hey, when people ain't checking for you no more, what are they doing? Running their mouth about you. And what is going on with Aries Spears right now? You're forgetting he's not on Mad TV no more. Mad TV been canceled since what, early 2000s? Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a movie that he's in. He can't sing. He's not an attractive dude. I'm not trying to be mean, bro, but I'm just keeping it real with you. This is what it is. And of all people, I would not say nothing about the damn Wayans. Ain't there like 20 of them alone as parents? Yeah. And then you have children. That family's way too big to be saying something, and you against 200 people. It's too big. On top of that, the Wayans put a lot of people on. If it wasn't for A Living Color, there wouldn't be a lot of artists. Jim Carrey himself even said, I wouldn't even be out there. Jim Carrey said I wouldn't have a career. The woman that played on That's So Raven, the mother, she was on there. She wouldn't have had the career she's had. You know what I mean? Jennifer Lopez wouldn't have the career that she has right now. I mean, you can't keep. This is the problem. I keep telling you, when people are not checking for you no more, and you're not hot no more, you start to see how black people feel about other people. And Aries Spears should have shut his mouth. What do y'all think?
So it's Aries Spears. Isn't that same guy that was in trouble with Tiffany Haddish too? They was doing some bullshit. They filmed something that was
something with children, underage children.
It was him.
Yeah,
right?
Both of them actually.
Yeah,
Both of them.
They swept that under the rug too.
That's why I look at Tiffany Haddish sideways too.
Same.
She just as complacent. People, I know that you hang out in these circles, Trey, but I'm not a big fan of celebrities. I don't care. They be talking, Tiffany Haddish. I don't care. She was in that little children's thing, just what Aries Spears' ass was. So we not gonna go there. They did the same thing. Tiffany Haddish would coon out for a check, just like Aries Spears would coon out for a check. And then they would sit here and bash other black people for it, just like they did on the Kevin Hart roast.
Yeah, she's been very vocal. Oh, yes, I was there at the Kevin Hart roast. Yeah.
What did you think of the
Did
roast?
she definitely it was I definitely feel like they had crossed a little bit of boundaries. However, I know it's such a thin Mason Dixon line between, like, it being dark humor and everything as well. So I didn't take anything of it like personally or anything like that, to be honest, but you can definitely tell that like certain people were like they were definitely there for a check. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like even what's his name in this name? Gosh, oh my, dang, I cannot think of his name.
What, is it from a movie or
No,
something?
he's another comedian too, and they don't even get along. Like him and Kevin Hart don't even get along. I cannot think. What's a little too short name? Little itty bitty.
Oh, Cat
Always
Williams?
with the perm. Cat. Dang,
Oh
I
yeah.
cannot think of his name. Yes, but even Cat. I mean, he even blatantly say he was only there for a check. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't take it nothing personally. They was reading from a teleprompter.
That part.
Yeah.
All,
No,
all,
but
all of their jokes.
the funny thing, Cat wasn't. And people said when I was watching some interviews, they said Cat was not reading on. He said he does not fuck with Kevin Hart. He just doesn't. They just said he just don't mess with the bro. And I get it because I'm telling you, growing up, and people I always go back to Kansas, Missouri, and people like you always. I said I've seen black people will coon out for a check in a heartbeat. They will coon out for a check in a heartbeat, and it would be like, oh, I mean, this is what it is. And they would sit there and, oh, I'm pro-black. And they would, I'm even wary of the black person that does the handshake. And I'll be looking at them like, I'm like, yeah, let me, I think I'm going to take her thing off real quick until she comes back. But it even comes to that. They be doing the hand claps and all this stuff. And I'll be sitting there like, yeah, I said, I don't really trust you still. I really don't. I said, because y'all have a tendency to do things like this and act like you down with us. And then as soon as a white person give you some money, or as soon as you get a check or something, you change. You change. And I'm just like, what do you do with that? And that's why I tell people, stop talking to these people at work. I don't care what race they are. I'm to FTP is it. Equal opportunity offender. Everybody can get it. We give props to everybody too. we give props to people, but Ari Spears, I just played the video before this Ari Spears video of him talking about the Wayans brothers. And what is he doing? You ain't seen Ari Spears in the movie in how long? Not no big one. You ain't seen him on no big comedy tours and specials. So to sit there and say that about a family that sits there and put people on, and you never hear the Wayans say nothing, that tells you that he's been hanging around Vlad too much, and that's what gets me about Vlad. He claims tiny hats when it's convenient for him, but then he doesn't practice any of this stuff. That's why I tell you, I don't have time for religious people. I don't have time for these fake groups. I just don't. And if that's what people are about, then so be it. You do you, but that's just not my life. I'm not going along with just people just to go along with people. Trey, is there any comments to read?
Nope, not at the moment in regards to this.
Okay. And then I want to take us to Black people. We got to do better. This was at the Hard Rock Cafe. Now, I'm going to tell you what, the food there sucks. So I don't know why y'all be over there going to the Hard Rock Cafe anyways. It ain't that deep to me, but I ain't never seen a woman get beat by this many people. Take a look. We'll be right back.
They are hurting my mother! They are hurting my mother! Get off of Get off of her! Please! Please, God! Please, God! This is my mother! I am her child! I am her child! And you are abusing her! God, please! God, please! God! God, you are hurting my mother! Please! Please! It's so many people. There's one woman. She is 5'4". She is 160 pounds. She is 36 years old. It's somebody's child. This is somebody's child. This is somebody's child that you have on the ground, who you have dehumanized. You have humiliated. She does not deserve this.
They're not gonna hurt her.
They are hurting my.
So I'm gonna read Twitter comments. Somebody says all that hollering couldn't be my mom. I would have got super active, shaking my head. Another person says she broke no laws. Those employees are not law enforcement. They would not have treated her that way if she was white. And I'm not surprised the employees are black. And then take a look at this. This is going to South Africans now. Remember, people in Africa, I just call the whole thing, maybe it is a country now because they all act the same now. Y'all out there talking about black immigrants and black this and black that, and then you got white folks that literally, and we showed these videos, they literally be spitting on y'all. They literally be kicking your children. They literally still got segregation in places, but you sit here worry about black Americans. That's why I tell you, y'all start build our own groups and be with us and let everybody else do them. You can't save the world. And this is a great example. Take a look.
Look at police officers there. They're supported by the government. The government has told the cops, do not, y'all seen every video they're assaulting people? Police officers are right there.
This don't make no sense at all. So I'm gonna let that play while we talk. But somebody stated, tourists stay away from South Africa. Somebody says now landlords will go hungry because majority of South Africans can't afford rents. And then somebody else says, laugh my ass off, jobless. This is the beginning of the end. South Africa is about to hit ground rock without anyone coming to help. America, be a Musk, has a way of bringing down a fast-growing African economy. During Libya, they poisoned the citizens' minds against Gaddafi, who was the one pioneering the development. Now in South Africa, they poisoned the citizens' mind against the foreigners doing businesses and growing their economy. South Africa is becoming the second Libya zone. This is why I'm sitting here telling you this right here. For me, if it's not about FTP, if it's not about us doing our thing, I'm not concerned about it no more. You can't save everybody. I'm seeing black people, this is what I said, we white folks have the first half, black people have the second half. This is what it is. Because there's black people that you just can't mess with. You just can't. I'm sorry. There's a few that, what I think is what people need to do what the Asians do. The Asians, what they do, they get stuff for their people. They got them a Koreatown. They got them a Chinatown. They're working on a Japantown now, as I heard, to where they get their own stuff. They make sure the laws for them, and they shut everybody out. And they like, well, we got ours. Y'all do you. And that's what they're doing. I think we create your little group, your faction, get your faction together, get your people together, make sure it's solid, and let the other people go. You can't save everybody. Now I'm starting to see, and people will get upset, but now I'm starting to see what the elite does and what they're saying, because you start to see, what's the term that the tiny hats, the goyams. Now I'm starting to see it. You can't save everybody. Now all these people are black. The whole continent primarily is black, dark. And they're over there massacring each other. Just so they can be close to whiteness. Targeting people that's bringing, first of all, a lot of people, the South Africans, they're not even really employed. Most of the people that's employed out there is white people. So who's gonna pay the rent?
That part.
Who gonna pay this rent? Because we know they broke asses can't. Y'all going in there, what is he wearing? Was a red hat, red hair, or whatever, looking a hot mess. Why ain't you at work? Oh, you don't have a job. You got to start processing this stuff. When I see like the Proud Boys and all them like marching too, I said, do y'all got jobs? Do y'all have any income coming in? What are y'all doing?
They're all on unemployment and sucking off the government.
Yes, I'm sitting here like, so what are y'all doing here? Because I'm still not understanding that y'all doing this right here when you should be at work. So this means you're not working. You don't have anything going for yourselves. You don't have a business, because if you did, you wouldn't be at this apartment, somebody's apartment. You have nothing going on for yourself, man. This is sad. This is some sad stuff going on. And it's not just there. You still got the stuff going on in the UAE, from the UAE with the Congo and Uganda, right? They're over there massacring their own people. Talk about, it's in regards to like the religion. Hate to say it, but it's like, oh well, we're actually full Muslims, but you guys are not real ones because y'all family heritage, y'all are darker than dark.
It's exhausting.
You got to make it make sense for me, because I'm not processing this, Lucy. Lucy, we have a problem, because I don't understand. What are you about to say, Trey?
Houston, we have a problem. Like
we do.
It's exhausting and it makes no sense. And I just.
This is why I tell people, because people was like, oh well, why you always like DC so much and everything. And I talk a good game about DC. They said, why you like DC? You like DC so much, you always talk about DC. I said, okay, let me tell you why I like DC. I grew up in Kansas and Missouri, and growing up in Kansas and Missouri, I have seen so much fakery and stuff going on with the black people out there. Everybody wants this whole thing of whiteness. So just with the video we showed of that white woman calling her biological son the N-word, and those white people that will stab that little black girl who was 4 years old 90 times, that's what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing foster parents abuse black children, the children in general. That's why I said I don't think white folks should be around kids in general. I don't care how you feel about it. I just don't. A lot of them they just can't. I mean, you mean to me 80% of all child predatory stuff is from white men? And y'all still want them over at the hospitals over babies? I'm sorry, no, they would not be allowed. I don't care. You would not be allowed. And that's statistics that was put out by the FBI before they took it down. A white created organization, okay? Mind you. So that's real data. So you see this stuff is going on, and all that stuff's happening. And then you see how the black people were treating each other out there. You couldn't talk to the black people out there in Kansas, Missouri, without them going back to the manager, or without them trying to one leg you. Then when you go to Atlanta, I was impressed with Atlanta, because when I went to Atlanta had this thing in regards to, I saw for the first time black success. And I was out there during a time where Atlanta was really, really popping. I mean, you had business owners and doctors and attorneys. I seen people, well, my friend, he was like, oh, you need to come to Atlanta. Atlanta got it going on. You know, there's doctors and attorneys and lawyers, their businesses and all these things. And he said something else that enticed me to go out there as well. But he said, all this stuff going on. And I'm sitting here like, what? I said, you don't see that in Kansas. What they did is they pocket all the blacks over here, they pocket the Asians over here, they pocket the Latins up here, and then they had the whites up here, and the whites had all the good area, all the nicer department stores. That's where all the jobs were. If you ever been to Kansas City or Kansas City, Missouri, Overland Park, Kansas, you have all the movie theaters, the Ruth Chris Oswald, everything is, and everything else is trash. That's how Kansas City looks. And so you see that black people, when they got those positions, they turned into the uppity Negro. And I'm just calling it what it is. No, I don't associate with blacks. I don't. And they puffing their heads up. And then I was just like, really? So when I went to Atlanta, it was a different experience. I saw for the first time there was way more black community than I've ever seen it before. Things were cleaner. The food was light years better. And also I was able to get connections to where people was like, oh, you need a job or need this. And I was able to better myself. So I felt really good. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this before. I was I was in tears. So I was like, I've never seen this before. I've never been treated like this before. I was so in shock.
Yeah.
So then from there, you go from there, and it started getting bad around the reality TV time. So that's when you're starting to see the Nene links and all that stuff. So now Yeah, so then it changed around like late 2017 or 2018, where everybody wanted to be like the Nene Links, and they wanted to, be the next reality TV stars and stuff. And then you start to see the city downturn. People cussing each other out, people calling each other names. And I said, I don't like this. And then you start seeing people from other places because they seen reality TV shows, and then Instagram and social media became popular. So you have people from Tennessee and Wisconsin coming there. So now you have people that's coming there, and then they're doing they was robbing. There was a lot of theft. There was so much fraud that was going on there. I said, what happened? And they said, my friends literally started closing their homes because they couldn't trust people to come in. That's how bad it was. They said, we invited somebody to a house party, and they said they tore up the entire house. And then somebody went upstairs and stole my mom's jewelry. And I said, who does that? And so Atlanta started to change. So then I brought myself to California. But California gives me a mix of Atlanta without the fights, because in Atlanta, you say something about them, they'll bust you in your face. They don't care. They'll go to your job. They'll cuss out your boss. They'll flatten your tires. They'll go to your child's birthday party and cuss the child out. They don't play in Atlanta. Atlanta don't play this game. And I'm telling the truth. Atlanta don't play. So that's why I said, you don't cross up out here. It's this nice but nasty fakeness. They would talk behind your back, but they won't let you know they're doing the stuff. And the black people out here, well, California is a melting pot, but the people are so trying to one-up each other out here. And that's in general. It's like I'm better than you, or I'm this. Or if they see you have an opportunity, they will go behind your back to talk to the person, the director or something, and then take it from under you, and you won't even know what happened until they're already in the show. You're like, well, how did you get... Yeah, you're like, how did you get picked? And yes, like, what is your thoughts on this, Trey?
On California?
Just in general, like with black people like that, just with Africa and black people like this in general, because even the Africans, the Nigerians, I don't hang around a lot of Nigerians out here. They have them and the British black actors have this uppity attitude. Well, our family's never been slaves, and I said, then if you're so great, then why did you flee your country? Oh, because poverty and war. I said, so, your family is cowards. They ran, huh?
First generation coons.
Got it. But you're so different from us. But your family of cowards ran Nigeria. You ran away from Somalia. You ran away from South Africa to come over here off the backs of black people, where we fought for Civil Rights and Immigration Reform Act. So you can do. That's why I said I don't care no more. If he gets through a 2/3 majority of the tear the shit up, I don't care no more. I'm over it, because we're fighting so hard, and it's like the people don't want to fight for it. They don't care.
Right.
What am I wasting? What am I putting my life on the line for people? Maybe I should be trying to work with the elitists. Hey, give me a check and I'll turn to your next Candace Owens. It makes you. I'm serious. It makes you question what you're doing, because you're like, I'm wasting my time. And nothing's coming about this. And then you see people on social media. We're going to talk about Jasmine Crockett in a second. It's a whole nother story. Yeah, we had some stuff that went down. But I want to know what you think, Trey.
With the Africans, it's just, again, they're like first generation coons, because like they fled, and that now like the American black people, they try to like talk down on, as if the entire world isn't living, breathing, existing off of Black American culture. So a lot of our things did come from Africa when it comes to like Black culture and even like hip hop, but Black Americans have shaped hip hop and pretty much the pop genre that runs the entire world. So for Africans to ever side eye Black Americans is crazy work. Absolutely crazy work. And it makes no sense, because like they're over there working for white people.
Yeah.
They're just gonna like, oh, it's fine. We're over here in our country working for white people. Woo!
Yeah. It's like, and proud of that. And we'll would talk down to us like we crazy. Like this one, I promise you, it was this girl named Amina. She could barely speak proper English, but you can barely understand. She was from Africa, one of the countries of Africa, continent, whatever you want to call it. I just don't care no more. And she was, I mean, when I tell you she was horrible at her job, but she used to talk to black people crazy, and all the black people knew it. But when the white people come on, she says, "Oh, ma'am, I got the document for you, and I got this." I'm like, "Oh, fake old bobblehead ass bitch!" I couldn't stand that lady. I was just like, she burned me up to my core. Hey, she's back! Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and Trey trying to change it. I got to Trey. We both keep trying to change the screen. We always put the girl in the middle because Nikki. Most of well, first of all, it has to be either the girl's in the middle or the person that's primarily talking, unless it's multiple screens. So
gotcha.
we just changed that. But that's what and when I tell you that's what she did at work, and she was always, and then we would start hearing that she's talking about us to other people because she's not getting her job done. Let me tell you what this Nigerian woman did. I think she's from Nigeria. She was supposed to have access to a system, right, that was important for the job. But she kept asking me, and she's supposed to be one of the leaders of this particular project. So she kept saying, "Oh, can you please print out the report and send it to me? Can you edit the report? Can you do this with the report?" I'm like, "You do have access to the system, right? I mean, I got my own shit going on. You know what I mean?" And she's not my boss. She's like an extension of another leadership team. And I said, "You can get this stuff yourself. I don't have to keep sending you the documents." Find out later until a white person confronted her and was like, "Hey, it's going on 90 days past due, and you don't. Do you have access to this stuff? You keep asking, Chris for these documents, and you should have these documents right now. So what's going on?" "Oh, I didn't have access to the system, and I can access it and stuff." 90 days, and how she talked to this white people versus the black people was a night and day difference. I said, this is why I don't mess with a lot of foreign black people. Either I rock with you or I don't. But if I get that whole fake black thing from you, you can take your ass right back to Nigeria, Somalia, or whatever. I do not care at this point. And if the white folks want to send you to Alligator, Alcatraz, whatever, deuces.
Right.
It's not my concern no more. You're not on Team Vision. You're not on Team FTP. You're not my family. I don't care. I'm focused on our team, the people that really, that's what I'm saying. When people are like, "Oh, I'm no longer part of the MAGA movement," and you got these black MAGAs that's doing that. No. Go right back over there to Trump. Clarence Thomas, when they reverse Loving versus Virginia, and all these interracials and relationships start, and they're targeting people and dragging people out of their houses. May you rest in your votes.
Yep, you voted for this.
I'm telling you, they get 2/3 majority. Y'all think they keep talking about this whole thing with superior race keep coming up over and over again, right? And with the president and all they keep with superior race and race wars. Let them overturn Loving versus Virginia. See, I want to see how much all you mixed people and I'm white this and white that. I want to see how much you guys like it then. I want to see that. They already overturned Roe versus Wade. The Voting Rights Act is gutted.
Yeah,
that
was insane.
They think these white people are playing with them. This is what's problem. If you look at like Steve Bannon and Steve Miller, we showed they picked this ugly man. Steve Bannon, Steve Miller, ugly, out of shape. You look at Bill Gates, not an attractive dude, bony looking, out of shape as well. You got the nerds and the losers running the country. And what do they call that? Nerds Revenge. And that movie is really popular with them. Nerds Revenge. They don't want the jocks and all those people up there no more. Mm-hmm. Now it's the nerds and the losers that look like that. Trump, a loser. Mm-hmm. Let's look at him. Look at Kristi Noem, a bony white woman who either did it or did not know that her husband was a cross-dresser. Let that sink in for a little bit. But the man that she's having sex with is sitting right next to her husband when Congress was asking her questions. And we played the video, and I'm sitting there looking like, what is going on here? So your husband's a cross-dresser, but you effing this guy who's on your team.
Make it make sense.
Y'all wanted white leadership. You wanted white essayers in office and genociders and con artists, including her, because she created a company. She did this ad. She created a company, and then she transferred $200 million from taxpayer dollars to her company to do her own ad. Y'all wanted this, right? Oh, you gonna march? I ain't marching for a damn thing. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got this. Y'all don't need us. Y'all got this. Africans, Somalians, y'all saying y'all will vote for Trump and stuff again? You got it. You got this. Y'all got it. Trey, any comments you want to read before we move on to the next one?
Yes. Tony says white folks are good for being hateful to black employees until they need their help to do simple shit. If I'm doing your job as supervisor, I need your pay. That's so real because like they will really like dump their load on you, expect you to have time for all of their things
They're
and your
incompetent.
own shit too.
They can't do the job.
Anything.
One of my friends, he works for the government in DC. He took off 4 days. He's never takes off. He took off 4 days. Do you know his white bosses and leadership said, please don't ever do that again, because the incompetent white people there could not do the job. So I said, what the hell are they on the clock for then?
Right.
They're just collecting a check. Like, why are these white folks there? And it make sense, bro. It's not making sense. So you mean to tell me he can't take off of work? So these white folks
He
can
has
keep
no work-life balance now because he needs to stay and babysit y'all and do y'all job.
babysit white that's supposed to be superior to us doing the job.
Yeah. He wants to do what you want us to do for little money.
Make it
Why
make
they
sense.
get paid everything just to delegate tasks.
Yeah. Make it make sense. I said that doesn't make any sense at all. And so going into politics, we about to have a talk about Jasmine Crockett before we do our last segment. Let's take a look at this video. This is Amanda Seals. We know Nikki can't stand this girl. So we're gonna take a look at this video. She can't stand her. And we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Let's do a critical thinking exercise. Look at Jedi. No, we don't believe you. Everyone around Jasmine is racist and bigots. So what do you expect her to do? To move forward as a politician to reach the highest level, people end up having to sacrifice someone. You can sit here and chat your mouth off because you're not running for any office. You can talk reckless and speak your mind. It's chess, not checkers. You're obviously playing checkers. This is someone named Freck and Locke. Now, I don't think she's the only person who thinks this way, but as a critical thinking exercise, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments on this.
So that's the precursor, right? So they're talking about this Jasmine Crockett's speech that she's endorsing an AIPAC person that's funded. So that's the tiny hats. That's all the stuff that's going on in Lebanon and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been talking about this. So she gets up there and endorses him. Take a look. This is the actual video.
Go out and vote again. Do not get comfortable at all. We are living in unprecedented times, and I can tell you there is no one better for this moment for Missouri 1 to keep his eye on the prize, which is you, the people, than Wesley Bell.
All right, where y'all at? 92%. We here. We the power of the Democratic Party. Nobody could criticize Jasmine Crockett. Nobody. The moment you say any little criticism, warranted or not, they're gonna flock your page. Oh, you hate black women. Why are you bringing a black woman down? Now here she is. Do y'all know what race Cori Bush is? I'm just asking here. Because Cori Bush till today has still refused Israeli money. And now here's Jasmine Crockett saying the only person that can save whoever is Cori Bush's opponent, who's funded by AIPAC. I'm curious to hear what y'all got to say now.
And this is making rounds because I want to show this last clip. This is AOC. This is going to correlate to something I'm about to talk about. This is regarding Georgia's drinking water from those data centers. Take a look.
I have a jar right here. This is the current drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia. Right after a data center was constructed, the metadata center was constructed, the only difference between the clean water and this was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like next to that data center. And I think both of us can agree that neither one of these things are drinkable. These families now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house in order to cook and bathe themselves. Now, I'm curious if the EPA plans any investigations on how data centers are affecting water quality and availability. I understand what you said about the rule, but are there going to be any open investigations on this issue?
So as soon as I get back to the office, I will be looking into exactly what you've just talked about, because anywhere, whatever type of construction it is a priority to ensure that water quality standards established by EPA are being met. And so we'll be looking into that certainly.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that because I think this is of utmost importance, and we're seeing this happening across the country. I'd also like to ask about the administration's push to build more data centers by fast-tracking construction. Because the administration's been issuing executive orders to fast-track data center construction when we know that water quality is encountering major issues. Are there any mandates for data centers to do water quality testing prior to construction?
Of like coming from a public water supply, drinking water supply sampling?
Wells, yeah.
I'm not aware of anything like that. However, it doesn't mean I'm just not aware of it. It might exist,
Yes,
but I'm not.
Of course. I think it's important that, you as an agency official, we have to make sure we're doing these investigations. And then us, on a congressional level, I'd like to note that I think it's of utmost importance that we also launch congressional investigations into this matter as well, so that we can partner.
So I just wanted to show this to you guys real quick. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna talk about this goes into, because it's all politics. This goes into with the Jasmine Crockett thing. I'm gonna talk about her, AOC, and Maxine Waters. Okay. So when you talk about Jasmine Crockett really became really big, and she became big with more of the younger audience. The sister girl attitude, honey child, and bad built body, and smacking her lips and rolling her neck, and she became pretty big off that, and she was able to get a lot of messages out there, right? Got it. Then you have Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters is the auntie. Now Maxine Waters don't need to do all that. Maxine Waters say, hey, listen, you voted for a data center, they messing up your water, and now you're here crying about it. What did you think was gonna happen, boo? Everybody understood that, right? I didn't need all the extra things. Then you have AOC. AOC was like, she was very direct, like Maxine Waters was. That's how she became popular. Then she had this argument with this Congress lady. Don't got her name, but she was like, "Oh, baby girl child" or something, which sounded terrible. I was like, "You've been around that white man too much." And she was trying to say "baby child" or something to her. And then now you just seen this video I showed you with AOC, where she's pulling up stuff like, "Hey, water here. This is what's going on. The water looked nasty as hell." I understood that perfectly, right? What's bothering me about Jasmine Crockett now is that she's endorsing this AIPAC person. We all know that's the part of the genocidal crew, okay? Let's just call it what it is, baby eating, all that stuff. The Epstein, all that, they're a part of that. That's their whole thing. And you don't endorse the candidate that is the only one that's not funded by that, who everybody's trying to get away from this corporate politics. The other thing that got me about Jasmine Crockett was this whole thing between her and Tallarico. Now, if you go back in time and you listen to her, he's like, "Oh, I love Jasmine Crockett, blah, 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 this," but he's a typical white dude, the whole bullshit Christian thing, etc. You look at Jasmine Crockett, she did the same thing with him, but it was on The View. Go back and watch The View. And she's like, "Oh, he's a good friend of mine, blah, blah, this, and blah, 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 that." And I'm like, I never heard of Tallarico before. Who the hell is this white boy?
Right.
I never heard of him before. I think Sunny asked the question too. She says, "Well, who is Tal?" She said, "I've never heard Tallarico before this election. He just came out and got millions of views, millions of votes." I'm starting to, and what's bothering me about Jasmine Crockett when I'm seeing the Tallarico thing happen, and they're best friends forever, and then I'm also seeing the whole thing happen with her supporting this AIPAC person, and we're supposed to be for the people, as she says. It gives me pause to her and a lot of people, and this is why I tell people we got to stop associating. We got to stop associating entertainment with truth. We got to stop doing that. or somebody entertains us. Oh, they're telling the truth. Yeah, she told, and she rolling her neck and the door knockers. That's cute for entertainment. That's cute for sound bites. So you playing with people's lives here, baby. And you're supporting a candidate that supports all the stuff that's going on with those other people, that support the data centers that's going on, that support the constitution issues that we having right now. You're supporting the same stuff. That's not making sense to me, baby. I'm not processing it here. And you're supposed to be the girl for the people. And then to know that, and this is my thing. We stated this before. People get bought out all the time. We talk about this all the time. We see Black people that will coon out for a check, either whether it's a Nicki Minaj or Snoop Dogg, which I was still kind of shocked about Snoop Dogg. But I was shocked. That was one that was, out of that entire list. That was the one I was like, dude, you from the hood, you from this, you from police brutality, you know this stuff. Same with Dr. Dre. I heard he's like that too. All you have to do is give us a check and we'll coon out like that. I wouldn't put it past Jasmine Crockett either now. I'm sorry. You might get upset at me, but to see her say that on camera, and you're supposed to be for the people, and I see Snoop Dogg did that, and I see that Dr. Dre, all these people do that too. And I'm going to say this. They probably gave her a good check because allegedly she has a BBL. Jasmine Crockett ain't giving up the hair. She love that hair. That hair moving. That's her style. The flip, the curls. She ain't giving up that hair or weave, whatever it was. The nails clacking. She's not giving up that. She's not giving up them windshield wipers, and she's not giving up that BBL. So there may have been a check that somebody gave her ass, and it was a good check, $500,000 a month. I don't know. I don't trust people no more. We got to sit down, stop being entertained by people, and really look. Turn off the social media. Turn off the cameras. Turn off the news. Go read a book. Go read this stuff. Go talk about these things. You have to do that. Go read about these things. Stop being entertained by people. I'm sorry, we are so entertained with people and so, oh, she's relatable. Their relatability is cool, but as you see what happened with Trump, what's going on with these white folks? They got data centers out there in right rural areas tearing their asses up with this water. Yep. The farmers have lost their farms and filed bankruptcy. They closed down rural hospitals. So now these white folks have to travel with their racist asses from out there with Jim Bob and them out here to mix with us, and now we have to deal with them. This is what's going on, people. This relatability politics is not, it's cute for a little bit, but look how Trump is treating his own people, allegedly, white folks. And that's not even his own people, because his people is elitist people, not regular white folks. They're not going to get up there with them. They're going to be the workers. These are the same people that in Epstein files, eating babies? What was the letter? We don't want no nigger babies, only white babies, and that's the ones we want to eat and rape and all that stuff. That's in the Epstein files that was released on national news. So I'm telling y'all, Jasmine, I'm not shocked at Jasmine Crockett. I'm sorry. Y'all sitting here acting all shocked. Oh no. Snoop Dogg did it. Why would I be shocked that Jasmine Crockett didn't do it? So Trey and Bree, what do y'all think of this? What do y'all think? Audience, what do y'all think as well?
I'm worried because I had faith in Jasmine.
Didn't we?
But again, at this point, it's so they're mildly succeeding in tearing people apart from just who they actually are. They're just by offering them these contracts and this money. There's so many things going on behind the scenes, and the bribing that is happening at this point just to keep people with this economy. Everyone is feeling like they have to fight for themselves. Everybody feels like it's either me or it's you. We can't build together. It feels like that's what they make us as Americans feel like, because they're really doing a good job at sectioning us off and selling us to the highest bidder. So this leader over here is now going to be asked by these people behind the backs of the people that are with. It's a whole fuck at this point, because everybody is not everybody's in debt. Nobody has a job. gas is sky high, food is sky high. Like, people are panicking.
Yeah.
And not like the upper echelon people. The people that are panicking are like the mid
The
grade and
class
low
and
grade.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a difference with like the need versus morals. Like people, it just like you're getting bought out, you're having a check and everything, but at the end of the day, you need to look yourself in the mirror and figure out, okay, what were my morals when I got into this? And am I going against my morals at this time right now? And they are. So it's just like you don't need it. All money ain't good money.
Right.
You're following the devil at that point, and
Yeah.
you're gonna end up really in knee deep shit at the end of the day, because the person that is like trying to convince you to do something for them, you think they're gonna help you at the end of the day? No, because they all they care about is themselves. So just it doesn't make any sense.
This is why I'm to the point. I'm like, when I was talking to somebody the other day, I said I'm on team me one, because you gotta love yourself. I'm on team vision, because that's my brand and the people I mess with, and family members as well, and friends. And then I'm on team FTP, because these people, a lot of people like HECF and Tony and Germany and all you guys, y'all been rocking with us since day one. And I'm to the point now. I told people, man, I was mentally, physically, and sexually abused in foster care by family members. I am not shocked by any of this shit going on. I'm telling you, I'm just not. You be having people that would sit there and they would protect people knowing what they did to you, just so they can have security, just so they can get a check, or just so they can be around somebody that they love. You know what I mean? And then to see Snoop Dogg, that's what made me change even more. I was like, Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, whoa, wait a minute. This is the guy that they all a part of that crew. Even Dre, F the police and all that stuff, and the government's against us, and white folks isn't. Now y'all, the tune has changed because you're living comfortably in these $1 million houses, and y'all no longer black no more. And I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at Jasmine Crockett. She need those windshield wipers paid for, baby. I get it. Those things are expensive, because I don't know how she opened it. Those things be. I'd be like, how the hell did she
Wipers
open
is
her
killing
arms?
me.
They're huge.
I am done.
They're huge. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for this today's show. We really appreciate it. We're going to go into our closing videos real quick. I only have one or two. Now I did mention this before, but as you know, there was alleged additional gunshots that went out outside the White House. I'm over it. If y'all gonna do it, just go ahead and get it over with. I'm tired of it. I'm done. Just get it over with. But allegedly, this is what happened outside the White House, and even him being a narcissist and not talking about what happened to him the last time is also hilarious as well. So whatever. And then I thought this video was funny right here. I don't know what this is from, but take a look. We'll be right back.
I heard you shot my sister at the beauty shop. Yeah, I did. And I'll shoot you too. You can try. So y'all pull them, but don't shoot? Dumb bitches. Should have stayed home.
I thought that was. I was like, AI is getting out of control, but I said it's getting out of control in a good way. So Trey, where can they find you at? Anything upcoming? Anything exciting?
So you can find me on Instagram at Trey Rich Live, and also Trey Rich Music. Black Boy Joy is out on all streaming platforms, and I have another song coming out in a few days. It's called It's My Birthday. And I'm currently in DC for Black Pride. We're going to show like a little clip of what I've been experiencing. In the clip, you probably see I still have this outfit on because I filmed the clip last night. I'm out here in these streets, okay? So we'll show you guys this little clip of what I am here experiencing and why I haven't been to sleep.
Awesome. And Bree, where can they find you at? Anything upcoming? Anything exciting?
Yeah, so my Insta is pretty prissy Brie, excuse me. And then for the next month I will be traveling to New York, but I'll be here still for a while. Other than that, I'll be rebranding as well by the end of this year. So I'm excited for that. Shoe line.
You know what? This is why FTP is here. We're here to, Black people, Black businesses, promote, stuff, even Black allies. Because I don't want to, I want people to, oh, you're racist. No, we have Latin people that come on here. I have an Asian friend that want to come on here soon. So we have other people that do come on here. We have some white friends that come on as well. So absolutely. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We appreciate it. I want you guys to please be safe. Please really look at your voting. Look at who you will be voting for. Look at this stuff. Turn the entertainment off. Don't be entertained by people, including Mrs. Windshield Wipers. That's her new name for me now. Just, I'm over it. I just turn it off.
Stop it!
Yeah. Turn it off, and that's what it is. Now remember, we told you we're revamping the show, so we will not be here Monday and Tuesday. FTP will no longer be filming on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we have other shows that we are doing. So FTP will be back on Wednesday and then Thursday. So it'll be the same time on Wednesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we wanted to get that to you guys, okay? Also, I don't think there was any Venmos or Cash Apps, but if you do send some after the show, because we do have some, we will try to give you a shout out during the next show, which will be Wednesday. We appreciate that. We showed the video of us in the studio, so y'all saw that as well. We are working hard to get this out for you guys, but also y'all support is needed. So thank y'all for like, sharing, subscribing, and to the people that do send us donations, thank y'all for doing that because it's helping us advance to that as well. As always, also one last thing, if you want to be a guest co-host like Bree and how we had Wesley and all these other ones on here, please come on the show. We're going to be just send us an email, but you got to have the follower count, okay? We are not having people come on this show and you got 200 followers. I'm sorry that you're not even invested in yourself. We're looking for a minimum of 5,000 people or more. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. You got to invest in your brand. Have a shoe line. Do something. This is what this for. This network's here for. Okay. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Stay safe, y'all.
Do you enjoy yelling at strangers and refuse to mind your own fucking business? Introducing MAGA Karen, the limited edition action figure that's just as unsolicited as your opinions. MAGA Karen comes equipped with all the essentials. A Fox News mug, because the best part of waking up is racism in your cup. Next up is a Red Bullshit energy drink, infused with 100% pure indignation and zero nutritional value, just like your diet. And, of course, Trump dump adult diapers, because one thing a Karen is always prepared to do is shit a brick. But the best part, she talks. Just push her buttons. They're very sensitive. And she'll unleash her greatest hits like,
I want to speak to the manager right now, or I'll call the fucking cops. Get the fuck out of my country. I wonder just how racist I can be today. Fuck you, fuck your feelings, and fuck facts.
If you enjoy weaponizing whiteness, religion, and Wi-Fi, MAGA Karen is the best friend you've always wanted, but never had because you're such an insufferable bitch. MAGA Karen, powered by Facebook, fueled by Fox News. Exclusively available at Walmart. Entitlement sold separately.
Are you exhausted from constantly moving the goalposts? Is your energy crashing like the economy? Introducing Red Bullshit, the only energy drink endorsed by RFK Jr. This crisp, refreshing, fentanyl-flavored energy drink will have you more hopped up and wired than Pete Hegseth on a Monday morning after a weekend-long bender. It's practically meth in a can. Whether you're storming the Capitol or storming out of a Starbucks, Red Bullshit keeps you wired, not woke. Made with 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and an ingredient we can't legally tell you about. The great taste of rage with 0 calories and accountability. Red Bullshit energy drink. Hydrate your hate.